Good morning, children. How are you all? Children, let's get continuation of our chapter water scarcity and conservation of water. Until our last video, what we have learned? We have learned the importance of water, and we have learned about sea water, salty water, and river, lakes, ponds, all those other fresh waters, right? We have learned about these two things. And also we have seen why is the reduction in or decrease in the level of water which is available for us on our land, that is fresh water. So we have seen two of the reasons. We have seen about increasing population, and then we have also seen about deforestation. Now today we are going to learn a third reason which is also causing the decrease in water, fresh water. So the third reason is setting up of the factories. Big factories are being set up at different places. You're very well aware about it. We see big factories, right? Right behind us, our school only, we have Orion Cements also. Plus, it's a cement plant, correct? So these companies, these big companies, they require large amount of water. And also companies like which make food items, and those companies like which make clothes and all, and also other, what do you say, other materials also are being made in such big companies, right? And these big companies, these big factories which are set up, they need large quantity of water. Especially see, usually when these companies are being set up, they make sure that they are nearby some river. Yes, because they require large quantity of water, be it a clothing company, be it a medicine making company, be it a cement company, be it a gold company, be it an obviously, and one of the important is the electricity company also. They require huge amount of water. Why? Sometimes to create heat, sometimes to uh, put color to it, or some companies like food companies, they require water to make the food items. Yes, so all these companies, they require large quantity of water, so they consume the water in a from the river which is in and around their area, and which is available for the residential is always being received whatever is left out of those industries, right? Due to the plus, what is happening here, due to this large companies which utilize the water a lot, and they create lots of heat, right? These companies, you might have noticed, right? Whenever you see any factories, there's lots of heat generation from those companies. And because of that, and for setting up of the company also, what do? They cut down the trees from that area, right? To set up a plant, you to set up a factory, you need large area, and they clear up that large area, they clear the ground, they cut off all the plants from there. First reason, the rain is reduced, and then secondly, because of these reasons, uh, the climatic condition becomes more hot, and because of this hot, and also the large consumption which has of water from the rivers and all or nearby places, when the company only takes off all the water available in and around, then what is left out for the residents? It's very less. Plus, due to the heat generated by these plants, by these factories, the level of water, the water gets evaporated. The climate in and around these factories become little heater than usual one. Whenever we see, right, whenever we go to our natives or granny's place which are in a villages far away from city and these factory locations, it is very little colder than the places which are nearby these factories and cities. Why? Because there's lot of tree been cut, plus due to the pollution, due to the population staying over there, and these company heat generating heat, the heat is generated and the water nearby gets evaporated. In the sense, the water gets converted into vapor and it is vanished from the rivers and the ponds and the lakes. And these places, as I said in earlier in this video, saying that the more tree, the more rainfall you get. But if you don't have more trees, and rather if there's lots of heat in your areas, then you'll have less rainfall. So due to this shortage of rainfall, the underground water does not get filled up again as much as it is used. See, these factories and these people and everybody, they consume a lot of water. Yes. So when we see, whenever we are drinking a bottle of water, when how much ever we are drinking, we refill, right? We refill it and keep it there for us. But when nature, when we are consuming all the water from the river also should get refilled. How does the river get refilled? River gets refilled due to the rainfall, right? Now we have cut the trees also, there's no rainfall. Only when there is no rainfall, how the rivers will get refilled? It's quite difficult, correct? And these river water, these rainfalls are not just filling up the rivers, but also these rainfall, they fall on the ground, and ground absorbs all the water, and this water goes under the ground and gets accumulated over there. This is how we get the well water, borewell water, right? Whenever we say we put borewell, right, and we pump it up, from where do we get? We get this water from the underground, right? From under the ground we get this waters. But if we do not have rainfall, from where the water comes in the ground, we don't get it, right? So these are the reasons, strong reason for decrease in the water which is available on the ground, the fresh waters for our consumptions. And these also lead in reduction or the decrease in rainfall. And if you don't have rainfall, your water level, be it on the in the river, be it in the lake, ponds, well, gets reduced, and even the underground water also gets dried up. It does not get filled, right? See, if you are drinking a bottle of water, you finished it, you have a bigger bottle, from there you can fill it. Yes, you keep refilling it. But if you don't have the water, only from where you will get refilled? Yes, this has to lead a sharp decrease in level of underground water. Even the underground water gets decreased, and we have a shortage of water for us, fresh waters. Can you just see over here? We are having rainfall. See, this particular stream is going and getting on the rivers, and you can see these arrows which shows us clearly that the underground water level. So why do we need to conserve water? See, till now we are speaking about fresh water, river waters are the one. Plus we have seen why there is a decrease in water. Then why do we need to save? Water is a gift of nature for all the living beings. It is precious. Can you just imagine one day without water? No, right? See, from the morning till night, from the time we get up to the time we sleep, we need water for everything, right? From bathing, cooking, drinking, washing, for everything we need water, right? If the water is not available, just imagine our life without that. So from where do we get it? We get it from the nature. Water is one of the precious gift which nature has given to us. If there was no water, there wouldn't be a life on earth. So if we continuously waste our water, what will happen? So carelessly we do, right? We don't do it mostly, we don't do it intentionally, we do it carelessly. We don't even uh, realize that we are wasting water a time. And if we do not realize it, if we are not careful about using water, a time might come where there will not be enough water for all of us, also for our future generations, right? So we need to save water, we need to use water how much ever we need it, do not waste it. Plus also, children, one of the major reason, if see, if there's no rainfall, can you cultivate crops? Yes, can cultivation happen? For the crops to grow, we need food to eat, right? Without, what is the, see, we need food, water, air to survive. Now tell me, what is the thing which makes the plants to survive. Plants also need sunlight. And the main thing is plants need water too. They also need water, right? And if they do not get water, and from where do they get water? Either from rainfall or the underground water, correct? Their roots go in search of water in the ground. So if water is not available, will the plants survive? Will the crops grow? No. And if there's no plants, there's no crops, what will it lead to? It will lead to unavailability of food. So in the other way around, see, firstly, because of this growing population, setting up a factory, which we only have set up. Yes. So these who are doing this, we ourselves are doing this. Because of that, already the rainfall is less. Plus, now, because of those rainfall, if we do not have crops, what it is going to end up? There is no water, there is no food. Can we survive? No, right? Plus, children, one of the wastage of water in the field, many of the farmers, what they do, if they get water, they over irrigate. Now, what do you mean by irrigation? See, when I say irrigation, I mean to say giving water to the crops. See, when we were actually watering to the plants in our garden, the plants are single, right? We have very few plants. We can just pour it with either a pipeline or having a water mugs, right? And we can pour it. But fields and farms, right? Farming, cultivation happens in big, large areas. Can we just pour water using a bucket and a mug? No, right? With a single pipe? No. We have a process wherein we have connections of pipelines and big pumps and all are there, which actually waters these crops. But one thing is very important, watering right amount. If you provide less water also, crops dies. Plus, if you're wasting the water by over irrigating, yes, then also the crops might die. Here what is happening? Over irrigation is actually making our crops, making the water wastage. Also the crops are dying. The crops can also die due to the lack of irrigation. If we do not give proper water, if there is no proper rainfall, plus there is no proper watering also, crops are dying. So what is happening? No water to drink, no food to eat because of no less plus decrease in water level in the rivers, undergrounds, ponds, lakes. Now, what are they? They are called the fresh waters, right? We should therefore make sincere effort to save water now, so that it remains available for us for our future use also. We can save water by avoiding overusage and wastage, proper and careful utilization of water. See, now until now, we also have learned about where and all we are wasting water, right? Now, how can we save water? You should think about that also, right? We should avoid overusage. How much is needed, only that much we should take it. Just like that, okay, especially even when we drink water, our parents carefully they say, right, take how much is needed. If you need half a glass of water to drink, take only half glass, drink and keep it back. Do not fill the glass, and if you are drinking and half the water is left out, what do? We throw somewhere outside, right? That half glass of water is wasted, correct? When we want to take bath, sometimes we need 1 or 2 buckets of water to take bath. But when we shower, right, when we shower, or we are lazily people who like to play in water, they just keep filling water and they keep taking bath, which is also a waste of water. So you should not use over usage of water, right? You should use only how much we are in need of it. So we do not waste water. Plus, avoid you wasting. Avoiding its wastage and maintaining the amount of water in its different sources is called as water conservation. See, the saving of water, how are we saying? The different ways how we save, right? And we are avoiding the wastage and maintaining the amount of water. These are together called as water conservation. The methods and the processes which we use to save water. Let us say not drinking, like not taking water for drinking. As I said, how much ever is needed, how much is your thirst, please drink that much. You take that much water and do not throw it anywhere outside. Then I explain about irrigation, right? Over irrigation, firstly, we are wasting water, and secondly, we are even damaging the crops. Correct? So do not go for that. Please take the water how much we need for taking bath. There are many ways. If you're washing a car, make sure that you take bucket and mug. Do not use pipelines. If you're watering also for the plants, make sure you're using bucket and mug, not directly with the pipes, because pipes, the quantity of water comes out is large, which is how much is needed. We over water the things. Correct? So these are the whatever we are following, right? Whatever methods we are following to avoid the wastage of water, and also maintaining the amount of water. Now when I say maintaining amount of the water in different sources, what it can be: planting more trees, because the more trees we have more rainfall. So these are the different methods which we use it. And indirectly when we say about this, these are the methods altogether called as water conservation. See children, if you have a green, see earth is known as a green planet, right? It's known as a green and blue planet. Green because we have plants and trees, blue because we have water. So if these two things are available, the life is possible on earth. If we keep on cutting the plants and remove all the greens, if you're wasting water, the fresh water I'm talking about, because as in the early of this chapter I've said it very clearly, saying that the blue ocean water, we cannot use it for our consumption. We cannot cook food with that. We cannot drink it because it's too salty. For our survival, we need the fresh water which is available on the land. So if we are wasting that water also, no water, no tree, no oxygen, then the life on earth is not at all possible. That's why it's always been told, save plants, save water, go green. Correct? So this is what was the learning of this particular chapter. I hope you people have enjoyed it. Please keep hearing the chapter repeatedly so that the concept gets into your mind. And until our next chapter, I say a bye.